Hey, I am Dr. Jessica Houston, founder of the Elite Speakers Institute, where we help emerging speakers speak on more stages. I am going to be talking to you all today about what it takes to become a paid speaker. So many people say that they are a speaker, and maybe they are speaking, but they're not getting paid. And I was that person. I was that person for years, really about 4 or 5 years. I was not consistently getting paid to speak. I took on a lot of free speaking engagements to really build my credibility and build my own inner self-confidence and be more comfortable demanding what I deserve. The good news is I've already done that. I've already gone through that. I've already developed the framework. So you don't have to do that. You don't have to spend even a full year doing what I did. I have a 90-day level up challenge that's coming up, and you will actually be able to take 90 days to build your foundation, get everything you need set up so that once you're done with that, it's time to get booked and paid to speak. So you're going to trim a lot of the heartache that I had to go through in order to begin actually generating money as a speaker. And so what I want to do is just kind of walk you through some of the tips that I know for sure will help you. But let me tell you this before I say that. I need you to sign up for my upcoming Be the Answer Speaker Bootcamp. You do not want to miss this. You need to sign up today. I've been in situations where I was like, oh, I'm going to go back and sign up and I forget. Like, this is not one of those things. If you are serious about getting booked and paid to speak in 2025, you want to make sure that you get signed up. So the first thing you're going to need to do is clarify your message and your niche. So you need to know what your expertise is. You need to know who you are called to serve. If you need help with that, again, that's why it's so important for coaching. That's why it's so important for you to have a coach so that you can have someone who can sit with you and help you to navigate this. Because this is the thing, if you are unclear, the event planners are unclear. And if they are unclear, they're not going to pay you. So you need to know that. You need to understand who your audience is. And you need to have a signature talk. You need to have at least one. And when you're starting out, you really should only have one. Now, I was the jack of all trades and I was just trying to get out there and get my name out there. So I was just speaking. I was doing a lot of women's empowerment stuff, but I was definitely doing various topics. But if you want to be known for something, if you want to be the go-to expert for something specific, that is when you're going to really begin to see your calendar fill up because there's no guessing. People will know. So, for example, if you got a friend who knows someone who hires speakers, they can automatically say, oh, yes, Dr. Houston teaches on workplace wellness. Oh, yes, Felicia teaches on leadership development. So if they know, it's so much easier for them to refer you. But if you're kind of all over the place, then they don't really know. And so as you're thinking about creating your signature talk, I want you to think about this. And you're thinking about your messaging, you're thinking about your niche. I want you to really think about what are you passionate about? What has a special place in your heart? What challenges have you overcome? What is something that you really have a strong desire to help other people with? So maybe you overcame depression and now you want to help others do the same thing. Maybe you were in a physically or emotionally abusive relationship. You were able to get out of that relationship. You were able to build your confidence. You were able to start over. And now you want to help others do the same thing. And then I want you to think about what experience you have that makes you the perfect person to speak on that topic. One of the things I've said to myself is I want to be the speaker. I don't want them to have a list Like, oh, these are the 5 people I want to reach out to. I want them to reach out to me. I don't want to have to send in a proposal. I don't want to have to pitch, which pitching is a key component of getting speaking opportunities. I will say that. But I'm in a space where I want them to know for a fact that I am the one. I am the answer. I am the solution. I have the solution. And so when you come in knowing that, it's so much easier for you to really negotiate the amount that you deserve to get paid to speak. And it took me a long time to get there. With me having a social work background, with me always wanting to be a helper and a giver, I would be very hesitant. And then the pay that I was getting, it was like, when I first started speaking, my first paid speaking opportunity, I couldn't sleep that night because what they paid me was literally a 1 month salary for me as a school social worker. And I was like, I didn't feel like I did enough. I was like, and my mom, she went with me and she was like, okay, give me the check then. But I really struggled with that. And so you might even need someone to help you to navigate that part as well. The other thing you want to do is to develop your speaking skills. Listen, they are not looking for somebody to be practicing on them. If someone is paying you, they are expecting you to show up. They are expecting you to have a skill. They are expecting you to be engaging. They're not expecting you to be stumbling and fumbling and trying to figure out what you're supposed to be saying. That they need you to be clear on what your objectives are. They need you to be clear on what the audience will get as a result of being engaged in your training. They need to know that. So one of the things you can do is practice. Like I practice over and over and over. When I first started, I would practice my presentation 4 times minimum. And I'm not talking about just like reviewing my notes. No, literally standing up from start to finish. If that's a full hour, I'm going to practice a full hour. And I would do it at least 4 times just to get comfortable. So when you get your first opportunity, and if you're working with me, I can guarantee you that that's coming. You want to be confident. You want to be confident that you know what you're talking about. That's why you need to do this foundational stuff of being clear on your niche, of developing your confidence, of developing your speaking skills, and understanding that you must practice until you can't get it wrong. You got to practice until you can't get it wrong. That's what I did. And now 12 years later, I'm consistently booked. I can speak as often as I want to. I limit it to 2 to 3 times per month. And most times it's at least one virtual. But when you get to that place where you know your stuff and you have a system for getting booked to speak, and not only getting booked to speak, but getting paid to speak, when you have that system and you can look at your calendar and say 6 months out, 8 months out, I'm booked. Like that's when you know, okay, I got this. And so I want to be the one to help you to navigate this. There is no need, there is no need for you to struggle. There is no need for you to say, oh, I don't know, I can't figure this out. Like connect with someone who has already done that. The third thing you got to do is build your credibility. Your credibility is your credit and your ability. If you desire to attract premium clients, you must have a premium brand. You can't be around here looking raggedy. You can't have a I did it myself website. And I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade or be funny or anything like that. But when people are coming to you with thousands of dollars and they see that you don't even have a professional headshot, they can't find not one picture of you speaking. They can't find not one video of you speaking. They're like, I don't know about that. So you want to make sure that you're credible and that you have the foundational things in place. You got to make sure that you're creating content, that you're showing up on social media. You can't say, oh, I want to be a speaker, but then we go to your timeline and there's nothing that says you're a speaker. So if I scrolled your timeline today, would I know that you are a speaker? And if I know that you are a speaker, would I have an idea of what you speak about? Would I have an idea of who your target audience is? If I don't, then that's your assignment. That's what you need to work on. You got to make it easy for your ideal clients to find you. And then number 4 is you've got to be resilient. Speaking is a long game, and so many people, they get in and they get out, they get frustrated. But rejection is a part of the process. I still get rejected. You might have a slow start. You might get one, and then it may be 2 or 3 months down the line before you get another one. But that's okay. And I mean paid. Like you can always speak for free. But I want my clients to be getting paid to speak every time. And if they don't get paid on the front end, then they are getting paid on the back end, meaning they are selling some type of service. They're getting some professional photos and videos. They're getting access to an email list. Like they are getting some type of payment for their time. And at the very least, if you got to travel, they need to at least cover your travel, even if you're brand new. And that was something that I would do when I first started out. And I was like, ooh, this is expensive. Like they need to at least pay for you to get there. And so many nonprofits are looking for speakers. So it's not like there's not enough opportunities out there. There are a lot of opportunities. You've just got to learn how to find them. And that's what I'm here to teach you to do. So I want you to register for my upcoming Be the Answer Speaker Bootcamp. You can register for free, but I'm recommending that you grab that VIP ticket. The VIP ticket is going to get you access to the replay. You're going to get a workbook that you can actually work on during the training and after the training. You're going to get a Q&A with me. I will answer any question that you have related to speaking. And then you're also going to get access to a bonus training. So I am so ready to take this journey with you. I want you to say, you know what? My coach, Dr. Houston, helped me to get my first or my next paid speaking opportunity. I can't wait to take this journey with you. I hope to see you in that boot camp, February 10th. Let's go.